We did a show a few months back on lie detector tests and if we really took them seriously or not. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about them. Are they admissible? Do you put much stock in them? The reason why I am coming to you today is because I just watched some footage where a lie detector test was given to the widow of Gary Coleman. Now, for those of you who weren't familiar with Gary Coleman, he died at the Utah Valley Regional Medical Center in Provo, Utah on May 28th, 2010, at the age of 42. He had been admitted 2 days earlier after falling down the stairs at his home in Santaquin, striking his head, resulting in epidural hematoma. One thing that I didn't know, we're going to talk about it here in a second, because this clip right here, I don't know how much of it's going to change the way that we view lie detector tests, or it's just going to stay the same way. But it does bring up an interesting question. Tap in.
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
These are the results on the critical questions.
Correct. The exam had to do with Gary's fatal fall.
Okay.
I asked you the following relevant questions on this test. Did you physically cause Gary's fall?
Mm-hmm.
You answered no.
Right.
I also asked you, did you physically cause Gary to fall that day? And you answered no. And the results are, you failed that exam with deception indicated to those relevant questions. Let me say that again. You failed the exam regarding Gary's fall. What are your thoughts?
That's false.
There's two things I know for sure, Shannon. One, you were not completely honest with me yesterday during this polygraph session. And
these are the results.
Can we talk for a second? For one, I didn't know that he was married to a white woman. I don't follow celebrity gossip. I don't follow their life. How can I relate to it? I know we share similar struggles, but I'm not like constantly in magazines or on social media checking for beefs or anything like that. I had no idea he was married to a white woman. This is brand new to me. Now, what you might not have known is that he had a specific kidney disease, which prohibited him from actually growing. That part I didn't know as well. And yeah, you heard it here. What was supposed to be a fall down some steps, allegedly, based on testimony and based on this polygraph, there was some deceit. Now, like, I don't know how much y'all put faith into these things, but let me read what the neighborhood talk said over here in the comments section. Gary Coleman's widow, Shannon Price, was recently featured on A&E's Lie Detector, Truth or Deception, in regard to the 2010 death of Coleman, who passed away after taking a hard fall. In the episode, ex-FBI agent and polygraph pro George Olivio asked Price about that night, and her answer might shock you. Well, we just heard her answer. He asked Price in two different ways if she physically caused Coleman to fall that day, which she answered no to both. He then informed Price that she had failed both tests with some level of deception. Initially, Price was taken aback, but she fully reassured Olivio that was a lie, that she had nothing to do with his passing. Olivio then told Price that he believed that she was lying about something from that day, especially because it came up in the polygraph test. In a statement to TMZ, Shannon addressed the polygraph exam. We were extremely disappointed with the overall experience of both the polygraph testing and dealing with A&E. Many promises were made and not kept. The testing situation was unfair and very uncomfortable, and the testing was performed non-verbally, which I should have refused from the beginning. It was apparent they cared more about ratings than finding the truth. I want to address that. One of the problems that I always had with these, like I used to watch Steve Wilkos and Jerry Springer, and they would have these tests on there, especially on Steve. They always swore up and down that the guy was extremely professional. He's been doing this for 20 plus years. He knows how to study body language, all that. They give you all the credentials in the world so that y'all can give your own response to whether or not you want to take solace in their testings or not. And when you're doing this on TV, that makes it that much more. Is this fake? Is this like for ratings and to get people to be tuned in for some drama? And it's like this guy lost his life. Gary Coleman, if you don't know who he is, you living under a rock or you just wasn't born in my generation. Rest in peace to Mr. Coleman, man. My point is that man lost his life, and to suggest or even hint at this being staged and using this man's name to draw ratings or to create a conversation around the possibility that his wife, who was supposed to love, cherish, and honor him, would go behind his back and actually unalive him for some nefarious reason is very, very wicked. Man. It would be extremely fucked up if this is all promotion. If you're just doing this so that you can get views and attention on your platform. I've never known A&E to be that type of network. But then again, this is the media, so it's like you gotta take this shit with a grain of salt. Now, depending on how you believe or how you feel, if you want to say she might have had something to do with this, that's a whole entirely different story. I don't know if there's a case to be made. I don't know if there's an argument to be presented. Could they open this back up? Could they go back and investigate this? Would they even rely on a polygraph? Isn't it inadmissible in court, if I'm not mistaken? Look, fill me in. Maybe I'm missing some clues here, but the thing is, it's distasteful if this is just for publicity, and it's really foul if there's truth to this. And she took that man away from his family and from the world. Y'all let me know in the comment section how you feel about polygraphs. Do you believe in these? Do you take them serious? Do you think that there's more here to this? See, I don't know what type of relationship he had, so I can only go off of what I've read here, and I'm just bringing speculation. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about this.